Hi guys, good evening everyone. Yeah, we'll start our session and we'll continue with the topic of percentages and profit and loss. In yesterday's class, we discussed about few concepts in percentages and profit and loss, and we solved very few questions in yesterday's class. So we'll continue the same topic today. Okay, but other than concept, like we'll discuss about remaining questions which were asked in the last years of TCS exam. Okay, so before that, I just wanted to give a quick revision for 2 minutes what we have discussed in yesterday's class. Okay, so when it comes to the point of percentages, we discussed about a few calculations where eliminating zeros method, let's say what is 40 percentage of 60. So we eliminated two zeros and 6 times is 24. And also we discussed about few things in percentages, okay, where we call it as like percentage increase and percentage decrease. Okay, so for a quick revision, so let's consider I have a price of 10. So it got increased to 12. So how much percentage got increased? So what I said, so in the numerator we should consider difference, and in the denominator, so from which value it is getting increased. So here we consider it as like base value. Okay, so here the difference is 2, and from which value it is getting increased, from 10 rupees to 12 rupees. So we should consider 10 in the denominator, so which is nothing but into 100. So 2 ones to 5 times 1 by 5 is equals to 20%. So the price got increased by 20%. And in the similar way we discuss for percentage decrease as well, and the same thing we should continue. Okay, let's say for percentage increase and percentage decrease. Okay, we did the same thing. And next important thing, so we discussed about the most important thing, successive increment or decrement. So for successive increment or successive decrement, so what is the basic formula and the main formula that we use for successive increment and decrement concept is A plus B plus AB by 100. This formula will be used, okay, either the same value from the reference value when it is getting increased 2 times, or it is getting decreased 2 times, successively changing. So either it can be increasing 2 times, or either it can be increasing decreasing 2 times, or one time it can increase and one time it can decrease. So for all the types, so we can use the formula A plus B plus AB by 100. Okay, now for this successive increment and successive decrement, and we also discussed about based on the same logic, okay, discounts concept. As I said, we should always prefer direct discounts, okay, comparatively successive discounts. So because when you will take successive discounts, you will not get complete discount. Okay, yesterday we have taken 40% and comparing with 20 plus 20. Always we used to prefer 40, okay, not 20 plus 20. Okay, so next when it comes to the point of profit and loss, okay, so if you want to solve any questions from profit and loss, okay, first thing we should understand, okay, so basic terminology. So what is mean by cost price? Okay, what is mean by market price? Obviously from cost to price, if you increase the price, that price we call it as market price. So another name for market price is tag price. You can also call it as MRP, and markup price or list price. There are so many names we call it as call it for market price. So always discounts will be given from market price only. So always discounts will be giving from market price. So whatever it may be the price, I'm just giving you the brief. Okay, whatever the things we discussed in yesterday's class. So from cost price, if you increase the price, we call that price as market price, and from market price, okay, you should give discount. After removing discount from market price, you will get selling price. Okay, and I told you one simple way to calculate. If we have a market price, I hope like you might have remembered that example. We have a market price and I'm giving discount of 20%. Okay, you have a market price and I'm giving discount of 20%. Okay, let's say after giving discount of 20% from market price, you are getting selling price as 200. What should be the market price? I said one simple point like how to calculate this market price is market price is equals to what is the selling price here? We have 200. So selling price divided by, so 20% discount is giving, right? So when you are giving 20% discount, Take remaining percentage. Remaining percentage is 80%. So 80% can be written as, okay, we can also write it as 4 by 5. I hope you are clear about like how you are writing this 80% as 4 by 5, because this is the fraction conversion. So if you cancel this, which is equals to 250 is the market price. So from market price, if you remove 20%, you are getting selling price as 200. These are the basic examples we discussed. And there is one more important trick, okay, in profit and loss mainly. Okay, so the people who are feeling that, the students who are feeling remembering all these formulas are difficult and applying those formulas in exam might get your calculations complicated, right? So instead of remembering all those formulas, let me give you a direct, clear-cut shortcut for understanding profit and loss. I mean the relation between selling price, cost price. Okay, so what is this shortcut actually is very simple. When you know the selling price and when you know cost price, let's say if they ask you to find what is profit percentage, so already we know, okay, so we know profit percentage formula is selling price minus cost price by cost price into 100. This is the formula for calculating profit percentage, right? Now my point is very simple. What if I'll give profit percentage is 20%, profit percentage is 20%, let's say cost price is 100 rupees, I'm asking you to find what will be the selling price. Okay, now what students basically do is, so we already know that profit percentage, we know that cost price, and when you want to find selling price, immediately students start writing the formula. Profit percentage is equals to selling price minus cost price by cost price into 100. Now if you use this formula, it will take long time, and moreover in the point of exam, so they will not give you the round figure values. Here for your understanding, I'm taking 100 rupees as a cost price, so it is easy for you to calculate on the board now. Okay, but when it comes to the point of exam, so cost price cannot be the 100%, so they might give some let's say 3240, some random value they will give. So but at that time it will be difficult for you to calculate by using this formula. So if you know how to frame the relation between selling price and cost price after knowing the profit percentage, it is very easy for you to understand the logic, as well as there is no point of using these formulas, all these things, and our calculations might be simple in the exam. So I will tell you that relation very simple. Now let's say when the profit is 10%, okay, remember this point clearly. So from this particular concept, we are deriving one simple shortcut. Let just a minute. Some students are asking full screen. Yeah, just give me a minute. వాళ్ళు చాట్ బాక్స్లో దే ఆర్ పోస్టింగ్ ఇన్ ద చాట్ బాక్స్ సార్ ఫుల్ స్క్రీన్ పిన్ చేయండి అని ఏదో ఏదో పెడుతున్నారు. లేదా ఇప్పుడు ఈ స్క్రీన్ మీకు కనపడుతుందా? నేను చెప్పేది మీకు కనపడుతుందా? ఆ? మన సైడ్ నుంచి ప్రాబ్లం లేదు కదా. అదే ఫుల్ స్క్రీన్ పిన్ చేయండి అంటుంటే ఓకే 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 అన్మ్యూట్. యా గైస్, ఓకే. So when we have profit of 10%, and if you want to write the relation between selling price and cost price, okay, always do remember very simple logic. So when profit of 10%, you already know, if I ask you to write the relation between selling price and cost price, simply you can write selling price is equals to 1.1 time of cost price. Okay, so some students might be getting a doubt, sir, how we can write this logic? So I will tell you clearly, okay, why we should write this. And if you know how to write this relation between selling price and cost price, almost 60% of your calculations will be eliminated in the exam. So I'll just tell you, okay, some no need to by heart these values, okay, no need to by heart the process. Okay, I will tell you the simplest thing. So if it is selling price is equals to 1.1 time of cost price, so let's say, can I write 1.1 time as, okay, cost price plus 0.1 time of cost price? I can write like this, right? Because here 1 and 0.1, if I add these both, again I will get 1.1 time of cost price. Now I'm taking this cost price to the left hand side, so it will become selling price minus cost price is equals to 0.1 time of cost price. Now again I'm taking this cost price to another side, so it will become selling price minus cost price divided by cost price is equals to 0.1. Okay, now I'm just multiplying with 100 on both sides, on both sides. Now if you observe, uh, this formula already we discussed in yesterday's class. Selling price minus cost price will indicates it's a profit. Profit by cost price into 100. This entire formula is for finding profit percentage. Am I right? So profit percentage is equals to 0.1 into 100 will gives you 10% profit. Now I hope you understood this particular logic. But instead of doing all this process in exam, so my small suggestion is, it's better to follow the same rule. Like if you know it is a 10% profit, we should know how to write selling, the relation between selling price and cost price. If you know how to write this 1.1 time of cost price, I will tell you clearly, like what if the profit is 20%, what if the profit is 45%, how to write the relation between selling price and cost price, I will tell you clearly in just 2 minutes. So first, I hope you all are clear with this. So rather than doing all these steps in the exam, so I prefer so to write the same logic relation between selling price and cost price. Let's say if it is 10%, so how I can written here like 1.1 is very simple. This one indicates this, it is a profit. This one indicates it's a profit. So after decimal, whichever the value that you are going to write, this value will indicate how much profit you are getting. If it is after decimal, if it is 1, it is 10%. If it is 2, it is 20%. If it is 4, it is 40% profit. So now I'll just give you a few examples on that to make you more clear on the concept. So let's say if I have a profit of 45%. So this profit indicates, always you should start with selling price is equals to, when it is a profit, so obviously you should start with 1. If it is a loss, you should start with 0. Okay, so here profit, so we should start with 1. So 1 point. So how much is the profit? 45% profit. So I should write 5 times of cost price. That's it. If you know how to write this, so it is very easy. You will get to know slowly, like while solving questions. This shortcut will helps you a lot in calculations while solving questions in the exam. Okay, so selling price is equals to 1.45 times of cost price. Let's say if I get a 97% profit, 97% profit. Now you will get to know that selling price is equals to, if it is a profit, 1.97 times of cost price. This is the relation between selling price and cost price. I hope you all are clear. Now I will ask you a question. Okay, what if my profit is 72%? Can you post answers in the chat box? If my profit is 72%, what will be the relation between selling price and cost price? Yeah, exactly. 1.72 times of cost price. Exactly. But make sure that you remember the entire logic. you should start with selling price. If you only remember like 1.72 during the time of exam, you may get confused either I should start with selling price or cost price. So make sure that, so it should start with selling price is equals to 1.72 times of cost price. This is the perfect relation. Okay, now like we'll go to loss. Okay, let's consider the condition loss. If I get loss of 30%, okay, so selling price is equals to, can you tell me the relation if I get loss of 30%? Can you post it in the chat box? So here majority of the students posting selling price is equals to, guys, it's not when it is loss, it is not minus. So don't worry, I will tell you clearly. So I will tell the difference between for profit and loss. If I get profit of 30%, relation is very simple. Selling price is equals to 1.3 times of cost price, correct? So this is the perfect relation. Now when I'm getting loss of 30%, what will be the relation between selling price and cost price? So either it is profit or loss, you should start with selling price. But the only thing is, as I said, if it is a profit, you should start with 1. Okay, if it is a loss, you should start with 0. But majority of the students posted in the chat box, it is 0.3. No, it is not 0.3. So when it is a loss of 30%, so out of 100, loss 30% is eliminated. How much is left out? 70% is left out. So you should write 0.7 times of cost price. This is what the relation you should frame when it is loss of 30%. Now, can you guess when I get loss of 45%? Okay, loss of 45%. Now, can you post relation between selling price and cost price in the chat box now? So don't get confused. Yeah, very good. I got answer from Ahlad. Very good. Yes, selling price is equals to, yes, it should starts. Okay, if it is a loss, it should starts with 0. Selling price is equals to 0 point. Okay, so 45% loss, right? So you should eliminate 45 from 100. So what is the value left out? It is 55. So 55 times of cost price. I hope you all are clear with this. So if you know how to frame this particular relation, yeah, exactly. I got so many answers. Okay, yes, exactly it is. So I hope you all are clear with the relation, framing relation between selling price and cost price, even if you will get profit or loss. Okay, so I got a question in the chat box. Sir, what if it is 100%? Very simple. If it is 100% profit, 100% profit, selling price is equals to 2 times of cost price. That's it. Because when you invest 100 rupees, when you invest 100 rupees, so you should get 2 times of that, means 200 rupees. So 2 times of cost price, profit of 100%. So very simple. Okay, so when you will get any values like this, let's say example, if somebody is talking about profit of 25%, so profit of 25% means immediately in your mind, you should frame the relation selling price is equals to 1.25 times of cost price. That's it. Okay, now based on all the concepts we discussed from yesterday, so now from today, okay, from now, like we'll try solving as many questions as possible, okay, which were given in the last exam. Okay, I hope like we solved a few questions yesterday. So I think so till this question, yeah, even this one also completed yesterday. Yeah. Okay, we'll try to solve this question. Okay, now let's read out the question. If the length and breadth of a rectangle are both increased by 20%, then what is the percentage increase in its area? Okay, so everyone listen, the question seems to be very simple. Yes, of course, like if you know proper logic, it is very easy to get the answer. Okay, so as it is the same question given in, okay, TCS NQT exam. Okay, so if the length and breadth of a rectangle, so obviously we all know that. So okay, what is area of rectangle? So if when we're talking about area of rectangle, we already know that it is length into breadth. Now what they have given is, if the length and breadth of a rectangle is increased by 20%, means length is increased by 20% as well as breadth is also increased by 20%. What is the overall percentage increase in the area? That's actually the question. Okay, now if you observe, okay, how to solve this question, I'm just assuming initially, so the length of the rectangle is L and breadth of the rectangle is B. So what will be the area? L into B. Now after changing, okay, after changing, what is the change we observe here is length is increased by 20%. Now can I say that, okay, new length, initially the length is L. Now when length is increased by 20%, can I write it as 1.2 times of L? Okay, because why it is 1.2 means 20% got increased. As I said, increase in the sense profit only, right? So 1.2. Now what is the new breadth again? Okay, so breadth is also increased by, so 20%. So here they mentioned that the both increased by 20%. The new breadth is 1.2. Obviously new area will be length into breadth, correct? So the new length is 1.2 L into new breadth is 1.2 B, which is equals to, so 1.2 into 1.2. So here actually just ignore about decimals. 12 into 12, which is nothing but 12 square. We know that 12 square is 144, but we have decimals here in before the 2, so we can write 1.4544 LB. So this is the new area. So now what they are asking is, what is the percentage increase in its area? Okay, how much percentage got increased? Initially what is that area? So initially the area is L into B. Okay, now the area is 1.44 times of LB. So how much it got increased? Initially LB means only 1 LB. So how much percentage got increased is, if you observe comparatively previous area, now how much area got increased means difference is 0.44 divided by 0.44 times of L into B divided by what is that initial, from which value it is getting increased? It is increasing from LB. So into 100 will gives you how much percentage got increased. LB and LB will get cancelled. 0.44 into 100 is 44% of the area got increased. Okay, so I hope you all are clear with this. But you know, if you understand all the calculations on the board, so initially the area of, okay, rectangle is L into B. The new area will be, okay, new length is 1.2 because 20% will get increased and breadth is also increased by 20%. So new area will be 1.2 L into 1.2 breadth. So if you multiply this, you will get 1.44. How I have written here 0.44 means, okay, you should not write this value there. Okay, we should take the difference between these two values. The difference is 0.44 divided by, so from which value it is getting increased? From this value it is getting increased. So I have taken in the denominator. Okay, this is one way of solving. This is the most traditional way. And now you might be thinking, sir, like how we can solve? Is there any process to solve the question in a simplest way as possible rather than doing all these calculations? Yes, we do have. So very simple. Now I will tell you the simple way, simple shortcut. Okay, here length and breadth. Okay, so length is increased by 20%. Initially we are not so sure about what will be the length of the rectangle. Now the same case even for breadth also. So even breadth also increased by 20%, length also increased by 20%. Okay, now they are asking us to find what is overall change in the area. So as I said, when it is successively increasing throughout the area, so why can't we use this formula A plus B plus AB by 100? I said already in the last class, so this formula is very, very important in percentages, and you should also know that way to apply that formula. Now simply apply this formula here. 20 plus 20 plus A into B. 20 into 20. How much? It is 400 by 100. So 100 once, 100 4 times. 20 plus 20, 40. 40 plus 4, 44. So the area of the new rectangle is increased by 44%. That's it. If you know this particular formula A plus B plus AB by 100, it is very easy to solve. Okay, I hope you all are clear with this shortcut. So when you will get these type of questions, okay, either it may be rectangle or square, whatever it is, so try to use this formula rather than going with traditional method. Traditional method is like it will take time. So if you know this shortcut, it will take, you can solve this question actually in the less than a minute. Okay, so I hope you all are clear with this. Now let me display the next question. Okay, so can you just read the question first? Try to understand. Okay, here if you observe, okay, Ankush bought X plus 2 apples at the rate of 12 rupees each. Okay, Ankush bought X plus 2 apples at the rate of 12 rupees each. Means each apple cost is 12 rupees. And how many apples Ankush bought? Okay, X plus 2. We don't know the value of X. Okay, so they have just given that X plus 2 apples he bought. Okay, and each apple cost is 12 rupees. Okay, let me write it here. Each apple cost is 12 rupees. Okay, one apple got rotten during transportation and he sold all the remaining apples for 300 rupees. So what is this they're talking about? He sold all the apples. Now can I consider the selling price of all the remaining apples? So selling price of all remaining apples is 300. So we don't know initially how many apples he had. Okay, so but we know that one apple he threw away and remaining apples he sold it for 300 rupees. Okay, if the percentage profit made by Ankush in the whole transaction is 25%. So here they mentioned that profit he got, still he had a profit. So how much profit he had? 25%. Now by using this selling price and cost price, if you can able to find what will be the cost price, then it is easy for you to understand what will be the value. Just only straightforward shortcut. Your question seems to be very lengthy, like 4 lines question, but solution is just only in 2 lines. So if you observe, selling price is given, profit is given. As I said just now, when you know the profit, if you know how to write or how to frame the relation between selling price and cost price, so selling price is equals to, can I write 1.25 times of cost price? Again, don't ask me like, sir, how you have written like this. So just now I said, when you know profit of 25%, you should understand the relation, like how to frame it. Selling price is equals to 1.25 times of cost price. So from this, we know already selling price, just we need to find cost price. So can I say that cost price is equals to selling price by 1.25. Now cost price of the apples I am getting it as, selling price is how much? 300 by 1.25. So can I write 1.25 as 125 by 100, because I'm removing decimal and I'm taking by 100. So now the cost price I'm getting it as 300. 100 will go to the numerator, so by 125. So 125 8 times, 125 8 times is 1000. So 125 24 times is 3000, and we have 0 here. So just normal calculations, if you are not aware of this proper, I mean shortcut of the calculations, you can do it in a normal way. That's not an issue. But here we are getting cost price of the apples. We are getting cost price means the price at which we bought apples. So for 240 rupees. Now they're saying that each apple cost is how much? 12 rupees. Now how much I paid for the apples? 240 rupees. Now number of apples I purchased. Number of apples I purchased is, so I totally spent 240 rupees divided by 12 rupees each. So which is equals to 20 apples. So now how many apples I purchased is 20 apples. Now read the question carefully. Okay, so what is the question they are asking? Are they asking us to find number of apples Ankush bought or number of apples Ankush sold? So if you observe, number of apples sold by Ankush, because he's not selling all the apples what he bought, because they clearly mentioned that one apple got rotten during transportation, he sold all the remaining apples. So actually how many apples he bought? 20, correct? So one out of 20, okay, he threw away one apple, so he only sold number of apples is 19. I hope you all are clear. The only thing you should understand is selling price is given, profit is given. So you should know how to frame this particular relation. Selling price is equals to 1.25 times of cost price. So from this, okay, just to make you clear, I have written so many steps here. So otherwise, directly we can do direct calculation in the single step itself. So I got cost price is 240. After getting cost price 240, each apple cost is 12 rupees. 240 by 12, which will gives you number of apples Ankush bought. So, but they're asking us to find number of apples Ankush sold. So one apple he threw away it damaged due to during the transportation. So number of apples is 20. So students might get confused. Immediately after that, they will select 20, but 20 is wrong. If they would have asked the question, how many apples Ankush bought? Okay, then your answer will be 20. But here they are asking us to find number of apples Ankush sold. So we should remove one apple out of 20. So answer is 19. I hope you all are clear. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Okay, let's go with the next question. Okay, guys, these are the questions which were asked exactly in TCS NQT exams. Okay, so try to understand the questions clearly. Okay, and try to answer it. Okay, so for these questions, hardly you will get 1.5 minute. So you should understand how much practice you require to answer these type of questions. Okay, I suggest, okay, to the students, first go through the concept clearly and then start solving as many questions as possible. That will gives you more practice, so that it is easy for you to understand the logic during the time of exam. Okay, let's go with the question. Okay, I hope everybody read this question. The cost price of an article, okay, is X rupees. Ambuj marks a new price on it, and after allowing a discount of 20% on the newly marked price, he sells it for 12x rupees. He sells a second article whose market price is twice the market price of the first article at a discount of 50%. Find the ratio of selling price of first article to selling price of second article. Okay, so students might be thinking there are so many values, and they have mentioned x 12x selling price and so many discounts they mentioned. So if you properly read the question, okay, this question can be answered within a minute. Okay, if you properly understand the question, there is no many logics here, just only simple straight logic they mention. So there is a cost price. Okay, cost price of an article is X rupees, correct? Now first we should understand the logic here. Cost price of an article is X rupees. After buying, okay, any article, what basically a business person will do, they will increase the price, correct? That price we call it as market price. Yesterday we discussed clearly about this logic. Okay, now Ambush marks a new price on it, means which is nothing but he increased the price. Okay, newly marked price, and he sells it for, okay, he increased the price. We don't know how much he increased. We are not so sure about market price. They didn't mention how much he increased, but they mention after allowing a discount of 20%. So discount will always be given from market price. So from market price, they gave 20% discount. Okay, you might get don't doubt like, sir, why you are taking negative value? Because it is a discount. So discount will always be removed from market price. After removing discount from market price, the value which you will get is called selling price. So they clearly mention that after allowing 20% discount on the newly market price, he sells it for 12x rupees. Again, one more clue they have given. So this value is 12x rupees. Now, yesterday I clearly said from market price, if you remove 20%, you are getting selling price. Okay, so if you didn't watch the video of yesterday's class, so once go through that, you will easily understand the logic how I'm writing now. So if you want to find market price is equals to selling price. What's the value of selling price? 12x divided by how much I need to write? Discount of how much they are giving discount? 20%. If 20% discount is given, how much value is left out? It is 80%, right? So can I say that, okay, 80% can also be written as 4 by 5, because 80% means very simple. Already I said yesterday, 80% means 80 by 100, 24 times, 25 times. So 80% can be written as 4 by 5. Okay, so 4 ones 4 3 times. This 5 will go to the numerator. Already 3 into x 3x. This 5 will go 3 into 5 15. So marked price will be 15x. So we find it out, the marked price is 15x. Almost I can say that 80% of the solution is done here. If you know how to write this market price, 80% of the solution is done. Now what they are asking the second case, just try to understand. Okay, he sells a second article. He sells a second article whose market price is twice the market price of the first article. First article market price is 15x. What will be the second article market price? This is second article. This is the first article. Let's assume second article market price is twice that of first article market price. So can I say that second article market price is 30x? Because if it is 15x, twice means 30x. Now at a discount of the twice of the market price, at a discount of, and he is selling at a discount of 50%. Obviously from market price, if he will give 50% of discount from 30x, what will be the selling price? Obviously out of 30x he is giving 50% discount. Now what will be the selling price? Means 15x. That's it. Now what they are asking actually, find the ratio of selling price of first article to selling price of second article. What is the selling price of first article? What's the selling price of first article? It is 12x. Correct? Okay, I'll write it there. Might be not visible to everyone. So very simple. They are asking us to find selling price of first article to selling price of second article. Correct? What's the selling price of first article? It is 12x. Is to what the selling price of second article? Second article conditions are very simple. If you know how to write the first article's condition, so it is just very simple to understand second article, because it is only twice out of it. So selling price of second article is 15x. So I can write it is 15x. So what will be the ratio of 12x is to 15x? X will get cancelled. 3 4s 12, 3 5s 15. So you might get to know the what will be the value. It is 4 is to 5. I hope you all are clear with this. So it is very easy, but only thing you just need to understand. So don't go through any questions. Don't search these questions in Google or ChatGPT. So what you will get is, you will get a traditional method which are very lengthy solutions. So my suggestion is, if you understand the concept, no need to depend on ChatGPT or Google. So very simple logic. So how the values are getting changed? If the let's say when we have a cost price, so the value which is getting increased from cost price, we call it as market price. From market price, when you are allowing discount, so you will get a selling price. If you understand this terminology, it is very easy to solve questions from profit and loss. I hope you all are clear with this. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so that's it guys. Okay, so this is a very simple question. So only thing you should understand is, so how to understand the how to relate the conditions between cost price, market price, selling price. If you still have any doubts, okay, those who didn't attend yesterday's class, so my suggestion is, first go through the concept first, and then you will understand the classes easily. That's the reason I said yesterday, so the most important class, based on yesterday's class only, today's class will depends mostly on, because if you want to solve questions, first you should understand the concept. So first go through that videos and then watch this again. Okay, so if you have any doubts, as I said earlier, so already videos are uploaded in CV Corp YouTube channel, so you can go through one by one on day wise, so you can understand the concept first, and then you come to the class and try to solve the questions actually. Okay, so let's solve with the next one. Okay, next one, can you give a try? Here the shopkeeper sold some chairs, okay, 3240 and made a profit of 20%. What was the profit percentage if he had sold chairs for 2781? Okay, guys, it's a very simple question again. So you just need to understand the condition. So a shopkeeper sold in the sense selling, right? So at what price? 3240. Can I say that the selling price of some chairs is 3240 rupees, right? So now after selling at this particular price, is he getting profit or loss? He's getting 20% profit. He's getting 20% profit. Now they mentioned that profit is 20%, selling price is 3240. Can't we find cost price by using the relation which I told earlier? So I want to find cost price. What is the logic, guys? Selling price is equals to 1.2 times of cost price. Is that the same thing I said now? Okay, so you just need to know if profit is 20%, how to frame the relation between selling price and cost price. Now we already know selling price, we just need to find cost price. Cost price is equals to selling price is 3240 by 1.2. I can write it as 12 by 10. So you can take 0 to the numerator. Okay, don't get confused here. 1.2 I am taking 12 by 10. So the 10 will be going to the numerator. So rather than writing so many steps, I'm just writing in a simple format. So now try to cancel the values. Okay, so 12 2 is 24. Okay, next 84, 12 sevens 84, 00 is left out. Now the cost price of the chairs we got to know. Just what they have given here, selling price, profit given, we find it out, cost price of some chairs. So after finding cost price, you just observe what they're asking. Then what was the profit percentage if he had sold the chairs for 2781? Okay, now they're asking us to find what if instead of selling it for 3240, if he would have sold it for 2781, what will be the profit percentage they are asking. So already we got to know what will be the cost price. It is 2700. Now if we want to find profit percentage, already we know profit percentage formula, profit by cost price into 100. Very simple logic. So what is the profit here? He bought it for 2700, he sold it for 2781. Okay, so what will be the here? The difference is 81 rupees, correct? 81 rupees is the difference, divided by what is the cost price? 2700 into 100. So two zeros will get cancelled. 81 by 27 is left out. 27 once, 27 three times. Only value left out is 3. So how much is his profit percentage? Is 3%. That's it. Very simple. So here I hope you are clear with this particular relation. Okay, so almost for every question we are using this particular relation at least one time. So make sure that okay, you are more clear about how to write the relation between selling price and cost price. This is the key point here. If you know how to write that, it is very easy to solve this question. What we have find it out here? So cost price we found, and after that we just again selling price, cost price we know, we need to find profit percentage. That's it. Okay, that's a very basic question. Okay, so again I'm just instructing you. Okay, definitely in TCS NQT, when you are writing exam in TCS Science Centers, okay, there is no point of like copying all those things. So just keep it in mind. So you should be thorough with the concept. Okay, so my suggestion is compulsory they will give you questions from percentages and profit and loss. Minimum you can expect 3 to 4 questions from the same concept. If you are thorough with that, you can easily get 4 questions from the exam, and you can easily score marks from profit and loss as well as percentages. So if you are not watched, so go through that again. So practice, okay, once more. Next one. Okay, try this question. Okay, if 20% apples from a cart are rotten and remaining apples are sold at 20% discount, the seller gets 92% profit on the cost price. The whole cart, cost price of the whole cart, by what percentage above the cost price had the seller marked up the apples? Okay, so again, we'll just take the similar condition. Entire profit and loss will, okay, go with the same flow by taking that relation between selling price and cost price maximum. Okay, so if you just observe the condition, 20% apples from a cart are rotten. Okay, we are not so sure how many apples are there, how much is the cost price, we are not known anything. So and the remaining apples are sold at 20% discount. Okay, let's assume that I spent, okay, when I'm spending to buy apples, that's we call it as cost price, right? So I'm spending 100 rupees to buy some apples. Okay, let's say this is my cost price of the apples. Okay, now what happened is, so when I spend 100 rupees, completely I spend 100 rupees, right? So 20% of the apples from a cart are rotten. Okay, means spoiled. So 20% of the cart, so obviously 20% of the apples are rotten in the sense, now what will be the value here? I am just writing it here. Cost price I spent 100 rupees. So this got changed and now it is only 80 rupees. But actually I spent 100 rupees on the apples, but 20% got spoiled. Only 80% is left out. That's the reason I'm just considering only 80%. Now, if you observe, and the remaining apples are sold, still remaining apples are sold at 20% discount, but still a person is getting a 92% profit. Now, what's the condition is, the person increased the price, okay, increased the price to some extent, and he allows to give discount of how much percent? 20% discount, but still he got 92% profit. How much already actually the seller spent money on the apples is 100 rupees. Now when he is getting 92% profit, he would have sell that for 192 rupees, correct? Because he spent 100 rupees on buying apples, and finally he got whatever it may be the process of giving discount, everything and all, he is getting 92% profit, means he would have sell it for 192 rupees. I hope you are clear with this. He spent 100 rupees and he got 192 rupees. What is the profit percentage? 92%. That's what the condition given. Now the question is, by how much percentage he got increase? So first you should understand market price value. If you get to know this market price, then you will get to know how much percentage he might have increased that price from cost price to market price. That's what the question. Now already selling price is given, how much discount removing they are given, so market price we need to find. As I said, the same shortcut, market price is equals to, what is the selling price? 192 divided by 20% is given, so how much is left out? 80%. 80%, can I write it as 80 by 100 or 0.8 or 4 by 5? It's your wish. So if I'll take this 100 to the numerator, okay, 0 0 will get cancel. 8 8 2's 16, okay, 32, 8 4's 32, one more 0 is left out. So obviously market price we got to know that it is 240 rupees. Now they are asking us to find from cost price how much percentage got increased from 80 rupees to 240 rupees. How much percentage got increased? Percentage increase is equals to, from 80 to 240, how much is the difference? Difference is 160 divided by, from which value it is getting increased? It is getting increased from 80 to 240 or 240 to 80? Obviously it is getting increased from 80 to 240. This is the base value we have to consider into 100. So 80 once, 80 two times, 2 into 100 is 200 percentage. So from cost price he increased 200 percentage. Option D is correct. So only thing you should understand is, initially he bought it for 100 rupees. So don't get confused, sir, why we have to consider here 100 rupees. If you want, you can consider it as 1000 rupees or 500 rupees as a reference value. It's completely your wish. Okay, so I consider it as 100 rupees. So from here I increase, sorry, 20% got spoiled, so I remove 20% of 100, means only 80 is left out. From here I increased some price, so too much price. After that I gave 20% discount. Okay, this is the simplest way to understand uh, profit and loss questions. Okay, other than that, like if you search the same questions in Google or chat gpt or somewhere else, you will get a lengthy procedure of thinking about formulas, considering the value of x reference. So there are so many calculations. This is a simple way to understand. Actually the main logic is this. Okay, this is the main logic. If you understand this logic, these are the basic calculations if you observe. So entire thing, entire concept is going to happen in this particular segment. If you understand this, it is very easy to calculate as well. So I hope you all are clear with this. Okay, somebody posted what is the YouTube channel name. So you can just go through YouTube. Okay, type CV Corp YouTube channel. You will get, you will go through videos. You will get to know questions on the topics. There are few topics in aptitude which we explained it clearly, and also last 2 sessions videos also uploaded in YouTube. You just go through once if you have not watched. Okay, and then if you come to the sessions, it will be very easy for you to understand. Okay, so I hope you all are clear with this. So we'll go with the next one. Yeah, this is the concept of successive discounts. We'll see how many of you can able to solve this question. Pratyusha posted, explain the MP formula again. So there is no formula for market price. It is very simple. When you know selling price and discount, market price is equals to selling price divided by, let's assume that discount of 20%. Discount of 20% is given from market price. You are getting selling price. Very simple. You just remember this logic. Remaining people can try this question. Okay, let's say uh, if I want to find market price, obviously discount will be given from market price. Let's say it is 30% discount. 30% discount is given. Selling price, they mention some value like 200 or 250, whatever it is. When you want to find market price, very simple, market price is equals to, write the selling price whichever given. Selling price after removing discount, selling price is 200 by how much discount is removed. 30% discount is removed. Out of 100%, when 30% is removed, how much percent left out? So 70%. So 70% you can write, or also you can say that 200 by 70 by 100. Okay, this will go to the numerator. So you can write like this. So basically this is the main thing that you should understand. When you want to get market price, selling price by, after removing discount, whatever the value left out, you should keep it in the denominator. Okay, Pratyusha, I hope you all are clear with this. Yeah, done. Okay, so let's try to solve this question. Already we discussed in yesterday's class regarding this successive discounts formula. Only shortcut you should understand is, you should know, like if you know this a plus b plus ab by 100 is a successive discounts shortcut we are using, then this question, solving this question is just like a piece of cake. Okay, so let's try to understand. When a 20% discount is given on an article, then its selling price is 3840. Okay, what will be its selling price if two successive discounts of 10% and 10% are given? Very simple, as we discussed so many times, okay, in the class, discount will always be given from market price, right? We are not sure about market price, what is the market price, but I know that when 20% of discount is given from market price, the selling price is 3840. 3840. Just now one of your friend asked in the chat box, sir, how to use this market price formula. Just now I explained, right? You can apply the same logic again in this question. So here market price I will get. Okay, market price is equals to, what's the logic I said? Right, selling price 3840 divided by how much discount removed? 20% of the discount is removed, right? After, out of 100%, if you remove 20%, what will be the percentage left out? 80%. So 80% you can also write it as 0.8, or also you can write it as 8 by 10, right? So I'm just writing Okay, based on our comfort, 8 by 10, that 10 will go to the numerator, it will be 0 again. So now we'll try to cancel the values. Okay, so if you try to cancel 8 4 times is 32, 8 times is 60, 432, remainder is 6, 64, 8 8 is 64, 0 0. So now I got to know marked price is A4800. Guys, if you have time, if you want to cross check whether your answer is correct or not, you can check, like if you remove 20% of 4800, I said the shortcut 0 0 elimination method. Okay, whether you are getting same answer or not, you can cross verify it when you have a time. Okay, but don't waste time after cross checking once again. Okay, so let's say market price is 4800, we got to know. Now what they are asking us is, instead of giving 20% discount, what if they give 10% discount? Okay, so 10% and 10% is not 20%, right? So we discuss about discount concept. Now from market price, okay, from 4800, let me write it this side. So from 4800, if they give one time discount of 10%, so how much is the value that they are getting discount? 10% of 4800. What is 10% of 4800? Can I say that it is 480? So 480 rupees is removed. Okay, then how much value is left out of 4800? If you remove 500, you will be getting 4300, but it is 4320. Can I say that 4320? After removing only one discount, you are getting 4320. Here one more discount, successive discount. So again 10% will be removed from 4320. So if you observe here, minus 432, because 10% of 4320 is 432. If you remove that, out of 10, if you remove 2, it is 8. So 11 minus 3, it is 8. 12 minus 4, it is 8. So it will be 3. 3888. Okay, 3888 will be the selling price. So answer is option B. And even if you want here, so instead of removing 10% and 10%, as I said, you can use formula also, A plus B plus AB by 100. It's completely your wish. But here we have a round fair value of 4800. It is also easy to calculate if you take it individual values. Or else if you want to directly use a formula, you can use a formula. You will get the same answer at the last. Okay. I hope you all are clear with this. See guys, almost we have solved some 6 to 7 questions today. So if you observe on all the questions of profit and loss, the common logic we are finding it out. So from market price, if you remove a discount, we are getting selling price. How to frame this relation, and also how to frame the relation between selling price and cost price if you know profit percentage. Okay, mainly entire concept is depending. I can say that these two logics or shortcuts are the backbone of percentages and profit and loss. So if you know these two concepts, obviously it is very easy to understand the question first. Okay, so I hope you all are clear with this. So we'll go for the next one. Okay, so remaining question, this question, remaining people try to solve it. I have seen a message in the chat box. Okay, show me the previous question. Okay, you want to take a photo. Okay. Okay, anyhow, after completion of the class, we are uploading the same video in YouTube. Okay, you can watch it again. Okay, yeah, you can take it fast. Okay, guys, those who are not able to cope up with the flow, or if you have any doubts still after explaining, so no need to worry about it. First, my suggestion is go through the concept again, like whatever the concept we discussed in yesterday's class. Okay, so anyhow, after completion of the class, we are uploading the same video in YouTube. You just go through that video again. You just pause the video wherever you have doubt. You just give a try by your own. Don't look at the solutions which I explained. So first you give a try. Okay, and just compare, like you just cross check the solutions, like where you are doing mistakes, so that you will remember for a long time. Once if you immediately see the solution, it will be difficult for you to understand. First you should make mistakes. From mistakes you should learn. Okay, yeah, try this one. Yes, someone posted like 2 questions back, like, sir, what is your YouTube channel name? So we posted in the chat box. You can go through that YouTube channel. Okay. Here, if you observe, this is the very basic question. Okay. So in okay, almost you posted almost 3 options in the chat box. Okay, somebody's posted 540, 630, and 810 in an entrance examination. Okay, here they're talking about like girls and boys. Okay, 450 girls and 600 boys are there. Total number of girls are 450 and boys are 600. Okay, uh, appeared for an exam. If 20% of the girls passed, okay, so out of 450, the pass percentage is 20% of the girls passed. Okay, now when you observe the for boys, they mention it as 25% of the boys failed. Okay, now the question is, are they asking us to find how many people total passed or failed? So find the total number of passed students. Okay, so if you observe, when boys 25% of the boys failed, so how many boys might have passed? Obviously it is pass percentage is, can I say that it is 75? Okay, that's it. So here how many girls passed is 20% and boys 75% of the boys passed. Okay, now when you want to calculate how many girls passed, so 20% of 450. So what is 20% of 450? Okay, I said one simple way to calculate yesterday, 0 0 eliminated, 45 twos are 90. So I can say that 20% of 450 is 90. So 90 girls are passed. Okay, how many girls passed? 90 girls. Okay, how many boys passed in the exam is 75% of 600. So 75% of 600, the same logic you can use, 75% of 600. I said one simple logic. So 0 0 cancel, 75 6 times. If you feel difficult to calculate 75 into 6, first calculate 75 into 2. What is 75 twos are 150, right? If you add one more 2, so 4 times, which is nothing but 300. One more 2 times, again 150. So can I say that it is, okay, 450, 75% of 600? Or also you can calculate 75% is nothing but 3 by 4. 3 by 4 times of 600, you can also calculate like this. Okay, it depends on your comfort. So here they are asking us to find total how many people passed, okay, among all the boys and girls. So girls 90 and 450. What is 450 plus 90? It is 540. So the correct answer is 540. The people who posted 630 and 810, please cross check it where you did mistake. You might have considered here 25% of the boys fail and 20% of the girls passed. You might have considered 20 and 25. That's the reason you might have get wrong answer. So here they are asking us to find only past students. Okay, so number of girls passed is 90, number of boys passed is 450. So total is 540. Okay, I hope you all are clear with this. Yeah, done. Okay, we'll go for the next one. And this is the question asked in foundation section. Okay, so it is a simple question, like easy to medium level question, but only if you understand the condition. Okay, it is very easy, and if you clearly understand the condition, without using pen and paper you can solve the question without using pen and paper. Okay, can you try this? uh, Using MRP discount percentage we can find selling price in the earlier problem. Once calculate the value using problem. I'm so confused in the using formula. See here it's as I said, like there is no formula for market price. Very simple. Okay, so Gautami, okay, so be clear. Okay, when you are removing some discount from market price, okay, so when you don't know the value of market price, just first remember the point. Discount will always be given from market price. Okay, So discount will always be given from market price. After removing discount from market price, you will get the selling price. Okay. When you don't know the value of market price, when they will mention selling price value, you just do market price is equals to, that's not the formula actually. That's what the shortcut or the process we follow usually in the exam. Okay. It's the simplest way. Okay. If you follow discount percentage formula, again, it will be more complicated in the exam to calculate the values. That's the reason I said that simplest way to calculate. When you don't know market price, okay, when you know discount percentage and selling price, just do market price is equals to selling price divided by out of 100 whatever the discount left out. So let's assume that 20% discount is given. Out of 100, if I give 20% discount, what will be the value left out? 80%. You just do selling price by 80%. That's it. Okay, this is not the formula, this is the process actually. Okay, so if you still have a small confusion, my suggestion is, I said so many times even in the yesterday's class, you just once watch the video completely, which is already uploaded in YouTube, so you will get more clarity about it. Still, if you have any doubts, okay, we are ready to help you out with your doubts. Okay, and if you have any doubts regarding particular question or thing, you can post it in the comment section in YouTube video. So we will try to post answers in the comments box. Okay. Yeah, I got only 2 answers for this question. One posted 3 and another posted 2. Okay, so let me explain this question. While presenting the data in the form of a positive number, I committed a mistake by mentioning the cube of the number. This is very interesting question. Okay, actually when I'm entering a number, a positive number, any number, either it can be single digit number or double digit number. So obviously after looking at the values or options, so we'll get to know that answer will be obviously the single digit number. So instead of entering a positive number, I did a mistake. Okay, by what's the mistake is, I mentioned the cube of that particular number. So because of that, I got an error of 800%. So what was the number? Okay, very simple, guys. Now I don't know the value. Actually, this question can be solved without using pen and paper by doing option verification method. But my suggestion is not always prefer option verification. As I said, in advanced section of aptitude in TCS exam, so sometimes you may not get options. That's the reason first I will explain the normal method and then I will explain the option verification as well. So I'm just assuming it as that positive number is A. Okay, or you can also assume it as X, or you can also assume it as some other value. If I'm assuming it as A, okay, instead of entering A, what I entered? A cube, correct? So instead of entering a positive number, I entered the cube of the number. Okay, so instead of A, I entered A cube. So here, because of this difference, I entered actually some value which is greater than what actual value, correct? If the normal value is A, I entered somewhat greater than A. So due to this, the error is 800%. Now, obviously, how much percentage got increased or how much is the percentage error means very simple. Okay, I can say that percentage increase is equals to difference divided by base value into 100. This is the one like we know already. Okay, now already how much percentage got increased or error means increased, right? So I can say that 800%. So 800%. So if obviously like if I remove this 100, so can I say that 800 by 100 is equals to, what is the difference here? A cube minus A by what is the base value, from which value it is getting increased, from A to A cube. So I can say that from A it is getting increased. So 100 once, 108 times. So don't get confused here, sir, why you have written 800 by 100. So 800% means 800 by 100 only, right? So this is A. Now if you take this A here, 8A is equals to A cube minus A. If you take this A to the left hand side, 9A is equals to A cube. Okay, now A here will get cancelled, it will become A square. Now when A square is equals to 9, A is equals to 3. So what they are asking us to find is, what is that positive number? The positive number is 3. Okay, so only thing, already we know that how to take that percentage increase and percentage decrease. So it will be difference divided by base value into 100. So instead of A, I have written by mistakenly A cube. So the difference is A cube minus A divided by from which value it is getting increased. From A it is getting increased. Okay, so this is the normal way to solve this particular question. And obviously the simple shortcut is, as I said, so obviously when you have an option available in the exam, so just do this method. So I hope you all are clear with this normal approach. So let's go with a simple option verification method. Let's consider if my answer is option A. If my answer is option A, means that positive number is 2. Instead of 2, I entered cube of that number, means 2 cube is 8. Okay. Now, because of that, I got an error of 800%. Now, let me check what is the percentage increase. Percentage increase is, difference is 6 by 2 into 100. What is the value? 3 times 300%. But what they have given here, 800% should be that error. So, my answer is not 2. Okay. Now, next. Option B, you can check 4. Instead of 4, I entered 4 cube, means 64. Difference is 60 by 4 into 100. Okay, so will it gives you 800? No. Okay, so why to waste time? So if you observe here 15 times, so it will be 1500%. So it is not the correct answer. So likewise, if you keep on checking, okay, it's a very simple to cross check the values as well. If I consider option D is 3, so actual number is 3. If I enter cube of that number, what is 3 cube? 27. What is the difference here? 24 by, from which value it is getting increased? 3 into 100. So what will be the value here? 3 ones 3, 8 times. 8 into 100, 800%. So answer is here exactly it is getting matched. That error is 800%. So answer is option D. Likewise, you can go with, just by looking at the values, you can understand the difference. So for that particular number as well as cube of that number, from there itself you can see, you can tell which answer will be the correct one. Okay, so I hope you all are clear. Okay. Okay, next one. Can you try this? Okay, a retailer gives a discount of 20% on an item and yet makes a profit of 10%. What is the ratio of cost price to the list price? Here list price in the sense market price. Okay, don't get confused. Okay, a retailer gives a discount of 20% on an item and yet makes a profit of 10%. What is the ratio of cost price to market price? Okay, so here we are not so sure about what will be the cost price. Okay, let's say that I'm assuming it as cost price is 100 rupees. Okay, now a retailer is giving 20% discount. Obviously, when the person is giving 20% discount, whatever it may be the value, discount will always be given from market price. So now he increased his price before giving discount. He increased his price. That's what we call it as market price. From market price, he's giving a discount of 20%, correct? Now he's giving a discount of 20% and still he makes a profit of 10%. Now actually what is the cost price? 100. Now when he is getting profit of 10%, what should be the selling price here? Is it 110? I hope you all are clear. Why 110 means? Yeah, I'm assuming cost price is 100. Now when he is getting a profit of 10%, his selling price should be 110. Now from market price, he has given a discount of 20% and he got a value of 110 as a selling price. What will be the market price? Now if you observe the question actually, what is the question actually? What is the ratio of cost price to market price, correct? What is the ratio of cost price to market price? Now already we know market price is equals to, okay, how we will get to know market price? After knowing, so many students are asking the same doubt. So again I am explaining this. From market price, if you remove discount of 20%, you are getting selling price. When you know selling price and discount, how to find this market price? This is not the formula. This is easiest way to understand the logic. So market price is nothing but selling price, right? Selling price divided by discount of 20% is given. When discount of 20% is removed from 100, 80% is left out. Now can I say that 80% means 4 by 5, or this 5 will go to the numerator side into 5. So what will be the marked price here? Don't try to get cancel the values or make it complicated. Don't make it complicated. So here can I say that it is 550 by 4? Anyhow this value is not divided by 4. Just keep it, marked price is 550 by 4. What is the cost price? We assume 100 rupees. What they are asking us to find? Cost price to marked price ratio. Cost price is 100. Marked price is 550 by 4. This 4 will go to that place. It will be 400 is to 550. 0 0 will get cancel. Okay, so here we can cancel 5 8s are 40. 5 11 times is 55. So 11 and 8 will not get cancelled again. So answer will be 8 is to 11. Is there answer? Yes. Option B. Option B, 8 is to 11. So this is what the ratio of cost price to marked price. So here if you observe the same thing, the same process we are repeating on almost all the questions. Only thing you just need to understand how to write it. Okay, so I hope you all are clear with this. So that's it guys. These are the questions, few questions which were asked in the last TCS NQT exam. Okay, might be don't expect this exactly same questions. Might be you may get most similar questions like this. So only thing is you just need to understand the concept. If you have the concept with you, you can solve any question. At least you can try at max whatever the questions they will ask you in TCS NQT. Mostly they might give the similar pattern of questions in the upcoming exam. So these are the questions, and I will give you one question for you. Okay, I will display the question. Can you all try this question? Okay, so before coming for next class. So tomorrow we'll discuss another concept. Okay, we'll go with blood relations topic tomorrow. So my suggestion is guys, like I will tell you whatever the topics discussed for next class. So if you want to understand the concept clearly, so as I said, so once go through the concept first, okay, and then come to the session, so that you even whatever the doubts you have, it is easy for you to ask the doubts. Yeah, guys, okay, people are asking for practice questions. Okay, so what we'll do is, okay, I will conduct an exam, okay, on the topics which we completed. So just give a try on those exams, so you'll get more clarity like how to solve. So regarding these exam and all, okay, those exams that can be useful to practice as well. So we will give you all the details regarding this exam, like how to conduct, okay, in WhatsApp group. So we will give you an access to all the students for free of cost, and you can attempt the test. And the same test you can after attempting the test, whatever the mistakes you did, you can even check your mistakes. Okay, and if you have doubts, you can ask the doubts as well. Okay, so we will give you all the updates in WhatsApp group. So be in WhatsApp group always. WhatsApp group number is, sir? Okay, so we will share the details in all the WhatsApp groups. Okay, so just be online. So that's it all for today's class. So remaining questions and all we will give you for exam to practice. So you just give a try. It's more over like before attending TCS NQT. Okay, it is more over like mock test for you all to practice on the particular topic. Okay, I hope you all are clear about today's class. Okay, yeah, that's it. Thank you everyone. So just take 5 minutes break. So we'll start with programming class as well. Yeah, thank you.